What were the goals of Dutch colonization in the Americas? Imagine a time when the seas were bustling with ships, and nations were racing to claim new lands. The Dutch were among those eager explorers, and their ambitions in the Americas were quite distinct. The primary goal of Dutch colonization was to establish profitable trade networks, particularly focusing on the fur trade. Unlike other colonial powers, the Dutch were not primarily interested in large-scale settlement or converting indigenous peoples to Christianity. Initially, the Dutch sought a direct sea route to Asia. They explored North American rivers and bays, hoping to find a northwest passage. This led them to areas that would later be known as New Netherland, which includes parts of present-day New York and surrounding regions. As they ventured further, they discovered the immense profitability of the fur trade. This realization shifted their focus toward securing control over trading posts and forming alliances with Native American groups to facilitate commerce. The Dutch West India Company, established in 1621, played a crucial role in organizing these efforts. It was responsible for managing trade and colonization in the Americas. The Dutch aimed to create small, commercially oriented settlements that served as hubs for trade rather than extensive colonies. They were not interested in replicating the large settler colonies of the Spanish or English. In addition to the fur trade, the Dutch sought to challenge the dominance of Portuguese and Spanish powers in the Atlantic. They targeted sugar plantations in Brazil and aimed to control the African slave trade to supply labor for their colonies. However, their control in Brazil was short-lived due to strong Portuguese resistance. When interacting with Native American tribes, the Dutch generally pursued cooperative relationships. They formed alliances and engaged in trade marriages, focusing on mutual benefit rather than conversion efforts. This approach set them apart from the Spanish and French, who prioritized religious conversion. From the perspective of the Benelux region, Dutch colonization reflected the Netherlands' strengths as a trading and maritime power. The Dutch approach was pragmatic and commerce-driven. They emphasized economic gain through trade monopolies, strategic alliances, and control of key resources like fur, sugar, and slaves. This focus on trade rather than territorial conquest or religious expansion shaped their colonial legacy in the Americas. In summary, the goals of Dutch colonization in the Americas included finding a northwest passage to Asia, establishing profitable fur trade networks, creating trading posts and small settlements, competing with Iberian powers for sugar plantations, and leveraging their financial and maritime expertise to build a commercial empire.